Alright, this is part 3, and we're going to be going over autonomous code. You'll put it in the autonomous void here. It says insert the code. We'll just delete that. Add some space for us. So now, how do we want to move the robot? Well, you'll want to tell the robot's motors to rotate. So we'll begin by telling the robot to move forward. I don't know how much yet, we'll decide. Left front motor dot rotate 4. So you want to tell it to rotate for a certain amount of units. We don't want to tell it to rotate 2 because that'd be more useful in user control, and you can figure that out on your own. It's just do some tests and you'll see how it works. So we'll tell it to rotate 4. We'll tell it to rotate 4 70 vex rotation units dot, well, actually we won't do it that, we'll make it go 1 rotation unit of revolution. Oh, but we need to add a comma here. And then we'll tell it to go 15, we'll tell it to go 50 vex velocity units at RPM. So now it's going to go 1 revolution, and you can use revolution, or I think degrees. Yeah, degrees, so you could do 360 degrees, which is 1 revolution. And then you'll copy her down, do right front, left back, right back. And then you'll build it and you'll go into the robot and then you'll run it. And then you'll see there's a big old problem. It's going 1 by 1. Why is it going? I'm telling all these motors to go 1 revolution. Why are they only going 1 by 1 and not at the same time? Well, there's another variable at the end that's asking, should this be going on its own, or should it be going in an order, or should it be going with another function? So the first one, we don't want to tell it to do anything because it's going. No, never mind, I lied. You want to tell this to be false. We want to tell it to go with the next function, and then you will do it with the next one. You want to tell it to go with the next function, and you'll tell it again. But when you get to the last one, you don't want to tell it false, because then it'll try and go to the next one, unless you're telling it to rotate or do something else during. But say we're just trying to go forward, and then we're going to try to go backwards. Right, I'll copy this right here, and we'll make it negative. Oh. So it's going to go forward 1 revolution here. It's going to stop this function after it goes 1 revolution at this right here. It'll read all this. It'll read this, go to the next one, read this, go to the next one, read this, and then it'll be like, oh, I need to stop after 1 revolution of all these motors. Then it'll read this here and do the exact same thing and go backwards. And so that's the basics of it, and then you'll just have to just guess and test on what to do each time. And that's about it for autonomous. But I also forgot to do something in the first part. But that's it for the autonomous void. You won't need to know much else than that. You can just guess and check and do next. You can also figure out how to make, you could probably figure out how to make your own void to simplify these, but other than that, this is how I know how to do it, and this is how I've been successful with it, and it's worked for the past 2 years. But if you want to try and figure out something different, you go ahead. It'll probably work, so just go with it. And that's it for this video. And if you ever need help, I think all y'all know where to contact me. And just text me, snap me, email me, and I can make another video, or I can just tell you what's up. Alright, back to this though. Now, I forgot to mention here this. So say you have Mecanum wheels. How are you going to make her slide? Or are you going to use this axis right here, the 1 axis, and tell it to slide with this? So the way it works is this wheel right here wants to go this way, and this one wants to go this way, and they're going to go towards each other, and the robot's going to move this way in this example, and then these want to go away from each other. So this one wants to go that way, and this one wants to go that way. So these two are going the same direction, and these two are going the same direction. So it's like an X right here with the wheels. And it's going to slide this way, and then you just reverse these and make it go the other way. So whenever you move in here, we'll delete this for now. We'll have to add another one, another position. So which ones are going the same direction? So the left front and the right back are going in the same direction, right? So we want to add on the left front, we want to add, oh, we need to be in the parentheses, add controller 1 dot axis 1 dot, oh, I don't want a space, axis 1 dot position. And we want to add that one. And you'll do the same thing on the right back, because they're diagonal from each other. And then we'll add this over here on these two, but we want to subtract, because we want it negative for them. So now, the left back right here, and the right back will be going backwards, and these will be going forward, and it'll make it go to the right, and then you reverse it and it'll go to the left. And then if you ever want to use a second controller, all you got to do is just change this to controller 2, and it'll be right there and it'll work. And that's it for the user control code, and that's all you'll ever really need to know.